YouTube, what's good, man? It's your boy Swain, and I'm back with another video, man. We're gonna dive right into this topic, bro. I had one of the homies send me over a video, bro, of this, this woman who was basically, stating the fact why she took her son's father off child support, man. And her points were pretty valid, man. And I'm gonna tell you, I rock with this chick's mindset. The things she said, man, I'm gonna tell you, that's the type of woman that you want to procreate with and have a child by. So this is what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna play the video, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna dive into this topic and have some real conversation, fellas.
I decided to take my son's father off of child support because it was causing turmoil in our co-parenting relationship. Recently, I looked up a few places for him to get his CDL so that he could possibly start his own trucking company, or he can even carry loads and make money for himself. What I decided was, you know what, Brittany, let me change my mindset. Let me help him help us take care of our child. And that's co-parenting.
Bro, if more women thought like that, wow, society would be totally different. Hey, man, this is a woman that understands legacy, man. And the reason I know this is because what she said was, the reason I took my son's father off child support is because I wanted to help us take care of our son, right? She's thinking long term. She's thinking legacy. She sees the vision. And in all honesty, a woman is supposed to be a helpmate, bro. This is why I'll always say that the woman you date determines your legacy, because some of these women are very, very vindictive. She can exercise her gynocentric right and have you entered into the system and really have some long-lasting, lingering problems for you, man. And this is going to make it so hard for you to climb that ladder of success. Here's the reason why I'm qualified to talk about this to you guys. I have a nine-year-old daughter. I'm on child support, and I've dealt with it. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I'm not going to sit here and hide nothing from you. I'm on that shit, bro. And I'm going to tell you, it's nothing good about it. See, here's what these women have failed to realize, bro. Child support, welfare, governmental assistance, and things like that were only put into place to destroy the family structures, especially the black family structures. Because what it did was it gave women a plan B. It gave women a plan B. That plan B being, if he doesn't do this, I can just go to the government and they're going to take care of everything. See, when you're leaning on somebody for help and you're relying on them for help, they can control your narrative. And what this did was devalue the meaning of men to women, because she didn't see his importance anymore, because she could get what he could provide from the government. This made them less likely to be able to work things out and come to amicable agreements to take care and co-parent with their children. Now, on the back end, you'll have some women say, well, what about the guys who didn't want to do, take care of the child and be there for the child? Had there not been a plan B put into place, women would also be more calculated on the dudes they have children with. See, today, a woman to have a child with a complete stranger and not give a fuck about it because she knows she could just go to the courts and get child support and have some sort of financial stability given to her. So she's not really thinking about what she's doing. You understand what I'm saying? We both take a part in this. Yes, I know men and women, it takes two to tango. We both lay down, but ultimately the decision rests on the woman, because once that sperm leaves your sack and it goes into her, bro, what she do with it is up to her. You have no control over it. I think you would have more women who would practice safer sex, contraceptives, birth control, abortions, all those sorts of things. They would be more likely to do, because there wouldn't be a plan B put into place. And if that man is not there, then she would be shit out of luck. See, what a lot of women don't understand is that, men, we are naturally, ladies, if you're watching this, men, we are naturally, bro, providers. We pride ourselves in being able to provide. Most men don't really want to not provide for their family. That's a bunch of bullshit when it says that, most men run away from their responsibility. That's absolutely cap. Most men want to be there. It's just that they deal with a woman who causes friction, and it's just not worth your peace of mind and your sanity to stay there. When men become successful, they tend to help the people in their life. We're not vindictive. Being vindictive is a feminine trait. Most men aren't vindictive unless he was raised by a woman and was taught that bullshit. Men aren't vindictive. Most men are not. So if a man becomes successful, he gonna look out for his child's mother and children. That's why I say women who put their child's father on child support ultimately lose, because it really stops this man from doing a lot of things. They do credit check, credit report. That stuff go on your credit report. If you have a certain amount of back pay, it affects your credit, which means you can't get certain jobs. You can't get a place to stay. You don't get financed for cars, approved for cars, none of that shit. And in the same breath, she want to sit in the back and call you a deadbeat, but not understanding that she played a part in some of your demise. Now, don't get it twisted, fellas. I'm not saying that we totally put the blame on women, because it's up to you who you procreate with, bro. It's up to you. That's why I say you got to vet these women. A lot of these women are not wifey material. A lot of these women are not material to have children by. They're not mother material. They're not nurturing material. They're not meant for that. But because, we're so blind into how we move, we see a fatty and we want to get with her, we don't even think about the possibility of having a baby by a deadbeat female. A lot of these women are deadbeats as well. Why? Because they abandon their children emotionally. They're so busy on how they feel and their feeling towards the child's father, so they don't care that if that child's father if the child's father is not present, they don't think about how that child's going to feel. They only think about how they feel. She only cares about how she feels. A lot of women are very selfish, bro. They don't give a fuck. Which is why if you procreate with the wrong woman, it's going to be that much harder for you to create your legacy. So here's my advice for some of you younger guys out there, man. Teenagers, you 17, 18, 19, maybe you in your 20s, bro. Don't have no children. You have children when you are fulfilled. Children are for fulfilled men, bro. Don't make the mistake I made. I had a child at 19, 20 years old, broke as shit, had no business having a child, right? She's here now and I love her to death. But what I'm saying is that don't make that mistake. I'm not calling my daughter a mistake. Some people will say, oh, how could you say that? Get out your fucking feelings. I told you my channel is for the real. But trust me, you gonna catch hell by doing things out of order. Everything has an order, bro. Everything has an order. The better you become as a male, the better your chances of attracting a higher quality woman. The better your chances of having a woman that's actually worth having a child with, man, who understands the vision and who understands legacy. But when you have a child or put yourself in a situation before you're made, bro, you're going to heighten your chances of dealing with a woman who has the opposite mindset of what this woman has in this video, who's quick to put you on child support. I told you those governmental assistant things were created to devalue and minimize the man. That's it. A lot of women don't know that. But in the same breath, Black History Month come around, they want to say, I love you, black man. Save that bullshit. Because if you did, you wouldn't involve us in the system. Now say you're a guy, you already in the system, man. You happen to have a child with a woman who has this type of mindset. The best thing for you to do, bro, is to improve. Also, man, you're going to have to understand that it's going to be a mental war a lot of days. Everything is mental. Once you accept your situation, then you can start maneuvering and handling it better. You're going to have to confide in somebody. Can't do it on your own. A lot of these guys get behind this camera and get on these alpha male red pill channels and I don't need women, bro. Yeah, you gonna need a solid chick in your life, bro. That's why I say one of the most player things you can do as a man. You know, what y'all saying today, you know, P, you want to know what's P? Knowing how to utilize the women in your life. I told y'all on the chessboard, the only piece that can move any kind of way is the queen, bro. You better learn how to have these women in your life to use them for what you need them for, and not in a derogatory way. I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I hate when people say, damn, you just using people. Listen, if you can't be used, that means you're not useful. If you can't be used, that means you're not useful. So what's wrong with having a woman in your life who can be useful to help you climb the ladder of success? You got to have something to cancel out the toxicity in your life. You already had a baby with a woman who was toxic as fuck and don't see legacy. So it's only right you replace her with a woman who understands that. That's going to help you. I ain't saying you got to marry her. She could just be a homie. But you're going to have to confide in her at some point, bro. And this doesn't mean that y'all are friends and platonic or none of that shit. It could strictly be a business relationship that helps you level up. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, man, I don't care who you confide in, but if you in a situation like this, bro, you're gonna need help. Gonna need help, bro. Because society already don't want to see you win, bro. Society don't like strong-minded men. I done told y'all that shit. Y'all think I'm playing? Look at Kyrie Irving. Why you think he deal with what he dealing with? This is a grown-ass man who decided that he didn't want to involve himself with the fuckery of society today. He leaned on his own understanding, and they shamed him for it because he wasn't a follower. Strong men ain't liked in society. So imagine you have this type of type A personality, and then you got a woman who's vindictive. You think you're going to climb that ladder of success? Hell no. You not. It's going to be very hard for you. You got to face adversities when you walk out of the house, and then you got to deal with the shit when you come home. She ain't, if they not adding, they taking away, bro. That's how I'm looking at it. It's math. Everything is math. That's how I look at everything. Is it adding or is it taking away? If it's taking away, I ain't fucking with it. If it's keeping you stagnant, it's just as bad as taking away because it ain't adding. That makes sense, man? Gotta watch out here, bro. Real talk. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, man, being caught in that system, that child support shit, has some long, lengthy repercussions, bro. You're gonna deal with some shit years and years after. I got put on child support in 2012. It's 2022, and I still deal with bullshit from that. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. I haven't seen nobody on YouTube talk about this type of shit now. Men are out here struggling. It's dudes out here losing their lives, dying behind this shit. There's a reason that the suicide rate in men is higher than women. Most women just have to exist and value can be added to them because they're judged off their beauty, but men, absolutely not. You can't just exist. You have to bring something to the table, bro. You have to be of some sort of value. You have to add something to people. If not, nobody fucks with you. Adult love, I told you, is very, very conditional. And more than not, the love that men receive is conditional. Even from your children as they get older. They'll start to realize, like, damn, can daddy do this for me? Nope, he's deadbeat. He's not shit. Mom was right. Women don't want you if you can't do anything for them. Your homies don't want to deal with you if you can't do anything for them. And that's okay. We're not complaining about it. We're just understanding the situation. It's important that we understand that. But hey, man, hopefully something changes. This woman's mindset was golden. Like I said in the beginning of the video, man, I wholeheartedly fuck with it. And, listen, like I said, if more women thought like this, I think that the family structures would thrive a lot better. Children would thrive a lot better. Children would actually, they're going to get the most benefit from this. A lot of these women don't love their children the way that they say they do because they abandon them emotionally because they're so caught up into the child's father and how he made her feel. And a lot of them don't want to see their child's father win. Straight self-destruct mode, man. It's sad, but hey, it's reality. But that's it for the video, fellas. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, man. Until next time.